food stamps. Y'all motherfuckers gonna have to hunt raccoons and for Thanksgiving and eat beans and
I've been here trying to find something to eat because I'm homeless. I have a little one to take care of. I have to make sure she eats every day. So unfortunately it sucks to come through shit like this, but what else can I do? What else can I do?
Good evening, everyone. About 9% of Louisiana veterans rely on assistance to feed themselves and their families.
They get that food assistance through the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. But as our Josh Minnie reports, that assistance could soon be no more.
The importance of SNAP for veterans is it's an additional source of food beyond the food that they do and can get from Second Harvest Food Bank.
Okay, y'all, Cardi B just sparked one of the biggest backlashes of her entire career. And this time, it's not coming from rival fan bases. It's coming straight from furious veterans who are dragging her left and right. Everything exploded after Cardi posted a video mocking people who were upset about losing their SNAP benefits. In the video, she made some pretty harsh comments, claiming folks brought it on themselves by voting for Trump instead of Kamala Harris. What she thought was just a harmless rant quickly turned into a full-blown PR nightmare overnight. Veterans were not here for it. They're calling Cardi out for being heartless, tone-deaf, and completely disconnected from the real struggles that everyday Americans, especially service members, are facing. Social media is flooded with angry posts demanding an apology, accusing her of disrespecting people who have actually sacrificed for their country. But here's the wild part. Instead of apologizing or backtracking, Cardi is standing 10 toes down and refusing to back off. So yeah, it looks like we've got an epic showdown on our hands. Now, one thing about Miss Cardi, she's always going to speak her mind, no matter how controversial it gets. But this time, she might have really shot herself in the foot. Y'all know people have been terrified about their SNAP benefits being canceled, right? Well, Cardi decided it'd be funny to go live and clown them. Take a listen. This isn't the—
Y'all was worried about me saying Donald Trump and me and my teleprompter not working, that child missed the message. And this is what I was trying to say. Now look, right? Donald Trump was never for y'all poor. Donald Trump was never for the poor people, for the white poors, for the black poors, for the Spanish poor, for the Asians, for the Indians. He don't give a about none of y'all mother.
First time Cardi's spoken up about social issues, and usually she's pretty spot on. But this time, not so much. To make things worse, she joked that people should hunt raccoons for Thanksgiving since they wouldn't be able to afford food. Naturally, folks are calling her out for being—
And now, ain't no food stamps. Y'all motherfuckers gonna have to hunt raccoons and for Thanksgiving and eat beans and
incredibly tone deaf. See, it's easy to make things political and blame voters for choosing one candidate over another. But hunger doesn't care who you voted for. Millions of people, including those who voted for Kamala, are still facing food insecurity because of these SNAP cancellations. And many of them are single parents, people with disabilities, and veterans. SNAP, or food stamps, is what keeps over 40 million Americans from going hungry. Veterans, seniors, and low-income families rely on it just to survive, especially now with the economy being a complete mess. And of all the groups affected, veterans and older citizens are getting hit the hardest. Now, before anyone says they can just go to food banks, let's be real, food banks are struggling too. Just a few weeks ago, the Trump administration slashed $500 million from a program that provides U.S.-grown meat, dairy, and eggs to food banks nationwide. Then came the SNAP cancellations. To make matters worse, the administration introduced new rules that make it harder for people to
Who are these people that we are talking about who have an audacity to cut how we live and how we eat? Who are these people? Are they real people? Say, we're going to cut this, we're going to take this. Do they eat? Are they well off? They cannot be older adults and expect for us to exist and do this and do that. I would like to know who they are.
Qualify. They raised work requirements and cut emergency funding, meaning even if SNAP returns, many people won't be eligible anymore. Under the new rules, anyone on food stamps has to work or train at least 20 hours a week to keep their benefits. That's nearly impossible for seniors and disabled veterans who are dealing with chronic illnesses or injuries. The age limit for work requirements was raised from 54 to 64, forcing more people, even those who've already given so much to this country, into impossible situations. Some veterans have even resorted to digging through trash just to feed their families. Meanwhile, the government claims it's all about reducing waste, even as they spend $300 million on a new 90,000 square foot 12-foot ballroom for Trump. Make it sense. All of this makes Cardi's comments even more disappointing, especially coming from someone who grew up in poverty and once relied on food stamps herself. She's openly said she's a, quote, product of welfare.
About 9% of Louisiana veterans rely on assistance to feed themselves and their families.
They get that food assistance through the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. But as our Josh Minnie reports, that assistance could soon be no more.
The importance of SNAP for veterans is it's an additional source of food beyond the food that they do and can get from Second Harvest Food Bank at any one of our food pantries.
According to Feeding America, a nonprofit organization of food banks, 20% of those who rely on food banks are veterans.
Section 8 and poverty. She's spoken about how her mom was treated when applying for welfare. So for her to turn around and mock people in that same situation, it's just not a good look. Veterans have been speaking out, and they're not mincing words. CBS interviewed one named Rob Ham, who served multiple tours in Afghanistan and now struggles to afford food and health care. He said the cuts have devastated him and others like him. Cardi might want to tread carefully. Public opinion is not in her favor right now, and rumors are swirling that her label's thinking of dropping her due to financial troubles. If that's true, clowning broke people when you might need them to buy your concert tickets? Yeah, not the smartest move. Social media has been...
I'm here trying to find something to eat because I'm homeless. I have a little one to take care of. I have to make sure she eats every day, so unfortunately it sucks to come from shit like this, but what else can I do? What else can I afford?
Brutal. One post read, Cardi's net worth is $100 million. Is she going to personally help SNAP recipients or just mock them? This video feels like she's gloating. Another said, it's easy to make a millionaire sit in a mansion and talk down to people who are struggling. The bottom line is this, Cardi might think she's making a political statement, but she's actually poking a hornet's nest. Veterans, seniors, disabled people.
Nobody's actually seen anything quite like it. I think it'll be one of the great ballrooms anywhere in the world. It's about $300 million. It's set to do many, many things, including meetings of foreign leaders, including the honoring of foreign leaders. You can see this.
And families who are already struggling the most. SNAP cuts aren't just policy changes. They mean empty plates, hungry kids, and desperate families. Cardi could have used her massive platform to show empathy or raise awareness, but instead, she chose mockery. Now she's catching fire from every corner of social media, and the backlash isn't slowing down anytime soon. One thing's for sure, millions of Americans are watching, outraged, disappointed, and ready to hold her accountable.
And another thing that always gets me in my head is this one time, my mom, she was working very hard, but we still needed help. So she went to welfare to get benefit, a benefit card and stuff like that. And the lady, my mom, she's the type of person, if you're rude to her, she gonna be like, oh, I don't gotta take this. And she would just storm out. I don't gotta take, nobody gonna talk to me like that. She got a very strong character. And this lady was talking so rude and so nasty to my mom, and she was taking it because we needed the help. I don't want nobody to feel like they have to talk to me a certain type of way because I need the help. And it's this could never, ever be me.
He served several tours in Afghanistan as a paratrooper and combat photographer. His unit often close to highly toxic pits used to burn waste.
I definitely had some chest stuff when I came back.
Are you worried that it might become an issue?
When I look at the statistics, the odds of me getting some kind of related cancer that I will need help from the VA is very high.
Ham had produced videos for the VA documenting medical professionals caring for cancer patients and treating homeless veterans.
Rolling back the level of employees that cover all of
Cardi B is allegedly about to get dropped by Atlantic Records. She allegedly owes them millions of dollars and is in debt. And she allegedly just doesn't have that kind of money anymore to pay them back. And the blind item reads, the former A+ list rapper is now in heated talks with her label over what she supposedly owes them. They're preparing to cut ties completely, but she's millions of dollars in debt, and the problem is she doesn't have that kind of money anymore. And again, this is allegedly Cardi B and Atlantic Records.